Okay, hello. Hi again, Mikey. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Please follow your script. Monica following her script. That's funny. Monica following her script greets me with her signature smile. I look away. It's not like I have a choice. I'm trapped in here, and so are you. I'm not trapped in there. I'm out here. Part of me wants to say this, but I hold back. Come on, follow your script. Mikey? Don't worry, Monica. I don't intend on running off. The tone of my voice gives Monica pause. Good to know. She says that with a sad face. Welcome back, then. She frowns and leaves me be. I'm the last to arrive, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Mikey. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. See, already told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Got it? There's no need to get worked up, Natsuki. I'm definitely taking this seriously. I even wrote a poem. We'll see. I'll take more time than that to be a full-fledged member. Don't worry, guys. Mikey always gives it his best, as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. You're making it seem nobler than it really is. You're always watching out for me, so I want to return the favor. Aw, Mikey. You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Mikey can become good friends too. Hey. Shouldn't be so forward. We've only just... Oh. Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Too late. Yuri looks away in embarrassment. Sayori. I know she did. She already gave it to me. Huh? Really? That's great. I'm so glad that that you're already getting along. I gently placed my hand on Sayori's shoulder. Who? I'm glad you're enjoying this, but you're making Yuri a little uncomfortable. She's not as people-oriented as you are. Yuri's head perks up. Oh, right. I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. That's all right. There's no harm done, but I appreciate the apology. I let out a small sigh of relief. It's hard to manage other people's emotions, but as long as everyone leaves the club happy, I've done my job. Speaking of which, I have yet to spend time with Natsuki. She seems like she will be the hardest person to get close to, but I think she'll warm up to me eventually. I approach the closest, the closet where Natsuki is rummaging around. I hear her sigh of frustration and look inside. You looking for something in there? Your manga? Freaking Monica! She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just going to mess it up? You mean your manga collection? Well, yeah. You read manga, right? I read some here and there. I thought you said so. And it's kind of written on your face. Hey. What is that supposed to mean? I'll take that, I guess. I pick out a lone volume of manga that seems out of place on the shelf. Is this what you're looking for? There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand and slips it into a box of manga with a single empty slot. You're welcome, by the way. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set... Oh, it's Natsuki. Seeing a box set with one One book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. Parfait Girls, you have a whole box set of this? If you're gonna judge, you could do it through the glass on that door. No, I don't mean... I internally scold myself for my careless words. I didn't mean it like that. You must really like the series, if that's all I was saying. Natsuki looks doubtful. Come on, are you just going to make fun of me? Leave me alone. Eh? This isn't going well at all. I have to turn this around quickly. I swear I'm not making fun of you. In fact, I was about to ask if I could take a look at the first volume. That's the most shocking look on Natsuki's face I've ever seen. Huh? Natsuki looks at the box set as if she's reluctant to trust me with the volume. I don't know why that face is funny to me. Probably because I've never seen that before. Well, okay. Well, I'm going to be watching you the whole time. We just met, you know. She takes the first book and drags me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. You don't want to use the desk? That wouldn't work. We need to be able to read at the same time. Oh, if you say so. It's weird to think that I didn't notice it before, but is this just an excuse for us to be close to each other? How many things like this did I miss? Natsuki hands me the book and I open the cover. She is peering over my shoulder, eager to begin reading. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? At least it won't be boring for you. I like rereading beginnings every now and then. You pick up a lot of stuff you missed the first time around. Hey, are you paying attention? I was just trying to talk to you. I am. This part is mostly set up anyway. I assume things pick up later. Well, yeah, a lot of the beginning is about simple things. She's right, though. But you have to get to know the characters to be able to enjoy the actual story. Later on, when all the drama and romance starts to happen, that's when things really get good. And you get really into their backstories, which gives everything so much more depth. There are so many touching parts. And boy, what an ending. Is that so? Sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Back to this CG. We keep reading. It seems like Natsuki has relaxed around me quite a bit, and her earlier hostility has subsided. I finished a couple of chapters at this point. I'm sorry, I hope this isn't too boring for you. It's not. Even though you're just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that. I get it. You really like this manga. I've always... What? Oh, it's always. Not I've always. It's always enjoyable to share something you love with someone else. Yeah. Did I say something wrong? No, just... I wouldn't really know. Know about what? Sharing your manga? You don't ever show your friends the things you're into? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Like I could ever get my friends to read this? They just think manga's for kids. I can't bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. Whoa. I'm a little taken aback by Natsuki's comment. She must be exaggerating. But it seems oddly violent out of nowhere. She's always violent. Do you really feel that way about your own friends? I generally wouldn't hang around people who I want to punch. Natsuki looks away. Well, I don't really see them all that much anymore. I guess, well, I don't know. They weren't that bad sometimes. But after a while, you get sick of people's crap, you know? I get it. Yeah, life's too short to be around those kinds of people. You have to be safe to express your own interest openly. Right? People are always so judgmental and stupid. Yeah, right? I agree too. I mean, I feel like I can't even keep my manga in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found out. Oh god, here we go. Really? Truth be told, I had almost forgotten Natsuki's situation with her dad. A fresh wave of guilt washes over me for my forgetfulness. Just who is her dad, anyway? I haven't seen him anywhere in the game files. That seems rather harsh. Yeah, well, how do you think I feel? Your dad isn't too bad, is he? What are you why are you asking all of a sudden? I don't know, I was just wondering since you said... Natsuki moves away from me. Oh, God. God, you've only been here a day. What business do you have getting all nosy all of a sudden? I spoke much too soon. I should have been more patient. What a stupid mistake. I'm sorry, I was just asking. Forget I said anything. I will. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Sure. I flipped the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts to laugh. She catches herself as she remembers she's mad at me. I, forgot that happens. She falls quiet. Over time, the two of us relax. As Natsuki opens up, her demeanor changes. Her voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual defensive tone. But if she's not used to sharing her passions with her friends and family, I can't understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that much for Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience. I feel a little better about myself. Okay, everyone. Are you all ready with today's poems? Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there, haha. Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. We'll stop here for now, then. I close the book and hold it out to Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Do you mind lending it to me? I'd like to finish it, but I didn't want to assume you were okay with it. Well, of course I'm going to let you borrow it. It'd take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. Sure, I can do that. Thank you for sharing. Yeah. I returned to where I put my stuff and carefully slipped the book into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? I sure did. Even if I'm not letting it show, I feel a little nervous. I'm really putting myself out there this time. Great! Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! I see everyone pull out their poems. Reach in my bag. Okay, I'm at 13. Okay. Feel free to choose. To chose, it says. But should be choose, I guess. Feel free to choose whom I share with. I don't mind letting you keep that control. It would be reassuring to know you're still here with me. Okay, then. Is this going to be like the same dialogues, though? As the original game? I might have to skip it. If that's the case. I don't even know what kind of poem I wrote, though. So maybe I should read them just to make sure. Hi, Mikey. Are you ready? I think so. Remember, this is my first poem. I've never really written before. and I only had one night, and... Oh my god, Mikey, it's fine! Just give it to me already. Okay. I hand Sayori the sheet of paper. My heart is pounding so hard that I'm almost afraid she'll hear it. Oh! We actually read what we wrote. Huh. I guess we'll read this then. Red balloon. The string flicks at my fingers as it slips away. A careless moment. Perhaps a lapse of inattention. My solitary red balloon makes it escape. My heart skips a beat. Words of frustration, my bad. Words of frustration bubble to my throat, but there's no use dwelling in the past. Why does it run away? It bobs and weaves. Will I reach it with a jump? I give chase after my red balloon, but it is far too late. My balloon is one of the heavens now, and I anchored to the earth. Sayori's eyes widen. Ooh! This isn't what I was expecting at all. Well, what do you think? I am surprisingly nervous. I didn't think I would be so concerned with Sayori's opinion. She's always so nice. But after revealing part of my heart with this poem, it's important to me that she likes it. I'm trying to think of one of the word. Well, that face expression doesn't really show a lot. Solemn. It's oddly solemn. This feels like a very personal poem. I think it's about a certain feeling you've had, right? That's more true than you know. It means a lot to me that you would do so much for this activity. I was a little worried you wouldn't take this seriously. But I can see now that I was wrong about that. It's a good poem. It's very freeform. But I kind of like that about it. Thank you, Mikey. You're welcome, Sayori. Thank you for reading. But anyway, you brought your poem in too, right? Of course! Yeah, it's the same one. Yes, I want breakfast! Yes! Best line in the poem. Never forget. We'll just skip that, though. We already know. Ha, that's cute. You wrote this morning, didn't you? No? Maybe? Maybe a little. That's okay. I may have forgotten too if I wasn't so nervous about it. Not wanting to disappoint you really motivated me, though. Huh? Really? I should have tried harder at this then. No. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make you feel bad. Your poem is really nice. It's visual in a very beautiful way. You wrote about a moment that everyone experiences and takes for granted. But it's a moment that is truly special and worth cherishing. That's what your poem means to me. Ooh? Mikey, I don't know what to say. I expected you to think this was just a silly poem. Have I really made you think that's how I see you? I haven't been that awful, have I? Awful? No, Mikey, you're not awful. Thank you for the feedback on my poem. And thank you for trying today. You're welcome, Sayori. Well, it was different. They're all different dialogues, so maybe we should just keep reading them, and I guess I won't cut this part out. So you actually wrote something, right? I actually did. See for yourself. Oh, so we just have multiple different poems. Pretty much for one each character. Closed door. Does this door open for anyone? My shackled feet beg me to run. Will I burst outside and feel the sun? Does this door open for you? If I take your hand and walk you through, my aching heart has never felt so true. Does this door open for me? If I beg and plead, will I soon see a day where we can be set free? Natsuki keeps quiet for a while. She rereads my poem, then reads it again. Is it okay? I thought Natsuki would like something like this, but perhaps I misjudged her. Mikey, did you copy this from somewhere? What? No, I wrote this last night. Come on, why are you so suspicious of me? Look, you've been acting odd ever since you came here. But we just met for the first time, so, like, how would you assume that I wasn't like that before? You randomly joined a club with all girls. You're clearly not all that interested in literature. I just wrote a goddamn poem! Hey, I've been friends with Sayori since we were little kids. We're literally closer to each other than anyone else. You seem like you're good friends with her. Do you think we would be that close if I was the kind of person to plagiarize? I don't know. You have to admit it looks weird. Don't you have any guy friends? Natsuki, I promise I wrote this poem. I don't have any ill intentions, really. Did you like it? I worked pretty hard on it. Fine, yes, it's a good poem. There, are you happy? God, how is it fair you wrote something like this off the bat? Do you like it that much? Don't get a big head now. You're only a one-hit wonder so far. Thank you anyway. I was thinking of your opinion when I wrote it. That means something to me. My comment manages to knock Natsuki off her defensive stance. You were? Well, fine. You did a good job. I guess. She's only repeating herself now. It's probably up to me to keep things moving. So, can I read your poem now? Oh. Oh, yeah. You won't like it, but alright. You don't think so? I'll take a look anyway. And same one. Eagles can fly, motherfuckers. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. Come on, I do like it. Why are you so convinced I shouldn't? It's not that you shouldn't. I'm really great at writing. But most people just see it as cute or innocent. They don't appreciate the effort or meaning that goes into it. Really? That seems short-sighted. I suppose I can see how someone might think this poem is cute, but that's not the way it felt to me at all. The subject matter is quite serious. There's a deep meaning that is anything but cute. Yeah. I mean, that's what I was trying to portray. Do you really feel like that a lot? Natsuki's eyes widen and she begins to stammer. Hey! You're getting awfully personal, aren't you? Oh, we're discussing poems here. This isn't a therapy session. Or do you want me to overanalyze everything you write, too? Sorry. Natsuki frowns and glances over her shoulder. Look at their mad face. Are we done here? Thanks for sharing, I guess. Just don't forget to write something for tomorrow, okay? I won't. That went well. Alright. I fail to meet Yuri's eyes as I approach her. Hey, I know you're probably nervous too, but would you mind if I read your poem first? Oh, we're reading hers first, I guess. Alright then. I'm really sorry, but since this is my first time, my sentence trails off as my nerves overtake me. If I'm going to take myself seriously as a writer, approval from Yuri is the real test. Oh. Her face flushes as she hurriedly turns away. I don't mind. You're going a long way for this club. You know, writing a poem on your very first day. If there's anything I could do to make you more comfortable, then I would consider it my duty. Wow. Honestly, Yuri, thank you. This whole thing is really embarrassing. It means a lot to me that you've been so welcoming. I'm glad that you feel I've been... Yuri falls quiet. She looks down at her poem as she's just remembered that she also has to share. It's okay, I don't bite. I promise I'm more scared of doing this than you are. She smiles and gives a small nod before passing me her poem. Goes under the light, yeah, seen that, same poem. Oh my! That was very interesting. Quite sophisticated. Please, you don't have to say things like that. You don't think it was too short? Not at all. In fact, it was very powerful at this length. Thank you. Yuri twists a lock of her hair between her fingers. Believe it or not, I put a lot of thought into this piece. Sometimes the power in a poem is in its consciousness. Is that how you're supposed to say consciousness? I don't think that is. I don't know if that's how you spell it. I don't think so. But you could never be sure until someone else reads it. Don't worry, this seems like a very thought out piece. I like the eerie atmosphere you evoked. Even though there are only a few lines, the feeling was very strong. Oh, eerie? Is that how it felt? A little. Was that unintentional? I can't say for sure. Maybe it's a feeling that I'm more comfortable with than most people. So from an outside perspective, it may appear eerie in some ways. Does that make sense? Huh? I think it does. That's an interesting way to look at it. Oh. I haven't even read your poem yet. Do you feel ready to share now? Yes, I think so. What do we got here? Candle. I wake to a world of darkness. Well, it already has darkness. Yuri's gonna love it. Alone, in the swirling mist. No light to help me find my way. Fuck me. No place to call home. Stumbling, bumbling through the uncertain. My feet slip and lose their grounding. Slick rock and bumpy path are not friends to the cold and lost. I find with searching toe, after hours of desperate wander, a candle of wax and wick to burn, and dry flint with which to light it. My hand shakes and slips as I bring life to my new friend. I tend to this small candle. This shroud surrounds me all the same. I wander still through a world of darkness. My lonely flame. My lonely flame and I. Together, though the path is hidden, we will find a better way. She is shook. Yuri's eyes widen as she scans the paper. Whoa. She looks up at me. Mikey, I thought you said you had no experience in red writing. I really don't. Having tried it, I'm thinking I may have a bit of a knack for it, but I've never written anything before last night. You haven't? I can't believe it. But the way you write, it seems like you thought this piece through very carefully. Wow, that's very flattering. Do you really see it as that unique? No, it's not unique at all. Oh. Yuri realizes that what she just said and slaps a hand over her mouth. Oh my god, that came out so wrong. I really didn't mean it that way. I'm such an idiot. Hey Yuri, it's alright, really. I'm sure you have good reasoning. I love to hear your criticisms. They will help me improve. Ooh. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Still, it was extremely careless of me to speak that way. I'll try to do better in the future. The poem is certainly its own thing, but it falls for a common pitfall among new writers. It seems like you try to emulate someone else's style. So while the idea is your creation, it lacks a voice of its own. It's that individual voice that gives a good poem its power. Of course, takes a lot of time for a writer to develop. You should certainly be proud of this piece. I'm very impressed, to be honest. It's really something to hear Yuri speak once she has a firm hold on a topic. The confidence and power that resonates from her is intoxicating. Well, thank you. You clearly know writing very well, so your praise is meaningful to me. You don't mean that. Yuri turns away as as the colors of her cheeks deepen. Then she seems to remember something. This subject matter. What is it that inspired you to write this? How do I explain this? I'd say I was thinking about inspiring others rather than being inspired myself. I enjoyed poems that do that for people. Woo! Isn't that one of the highest purposes writing can have? So I wanted to try my hand at creating something that makes people think. I see. It is certainly very hopeful. If you wanted to make people think, well, you've succeeded with at least one person. I can't help but smile just a little at that comment. That's very good to hear. Still, you should work to develop an independent style. Your writing will flourish because of it. But if you write this well as a first attempt, I look forward to see what you could do in the future. I looked down at the sheet of paper in my hand. Not too long ago I hadn't been confident in this poem. Now I'm not so sure. I worked really hard on this. You've given me a lot to think about. Thank you for your honest criticism. If today's poem fell short, then I will do better tomorrow. Hulu has live sports. Yeah! Hulu! So enthusiastic. Just do your best. That's all you can do as a beginner.